All right, so check it out. I picked up a Jay's Racing wing. Not gonna lie, it is a replica wing, but it's a pretty good quality replica wing. It looks almost identical to the Jay's one. I guess the only real difference is that this is real carbon fiber, but it's carbon fiber wrapped around, I guess, some sort of hard plastic. And I believe the end plates are also real carbon fiber. But I got a really good deal on it, so I figured I'd pick it up. I can't justify spending like $4 grand on a real Jay's Racing wing. So I think this will do for now. The only issue is this little hole here. The previous owner said this end plate didn't line up properly, so he had to drill a hole. And yeah, so there's just a random hole. So since this is real carbon fiber, I figured what I would do is, instead of re-clearing it, I figured I'd just wrap it in carbon fiber. And that way, because right now this is dry carbon, I figured I'd wrap it in wet carbon, and that way you can match the rest of the wing. The other issue, so on the real authentic J's or Voltex wing, these brackets are black, but as you can see it's silver. So I bought a can of spray paint and I'm going to be painting that black. I think it looks a lot better in black anyways. But yeah, the overall condition of this is in pretty good condition. I just have to wash it. I didn't get a chance to wash it. Same thing on this side, there's a hole. So I did pick up another trunk and I'll show you guys the install of that. Also on the authentic J's, these screws are black. So I'm also going to be spray painting them black. Not that I'm trying to make this seem like a real J's, but I just think the black screws look a lot better. Alright, so the end plates have been removed, and here's all the hardware. And this is kind of how I'm going to be spray painting them. I just need the tip of the screws painted. I bought this Rust-Oleum flat black spray paint, and it can be used on metal, wood, plastic, which is perfect because this is all metal. And yeah, just gotta spray it away. I might, depending on how it looks, I might even also spray paint this, just because it's chipping. And yeah, so here's the end plates. As you can see, there are 2 holes here, and it doesn't look great. And to buy a new set of J's end links is pretty pricey, so I figured I could just vinyl wrap over it and it should cover the other hole, no problem. Alright, so this is the first coat. Looks pretty good. I mean, it's a little hard to see, but yeah. Alright, so that's how the end plate looks with the black screws. It looks a lot better than the silver ones. Now I'm going to, yeah, just wrap it. I'm gonna wrap it in carbon fiber. This is carbon fiber, but this hole kind of annoys me, so I figured the cheapest solution would be just to wrap the whole winglet or end plate, and that should cover up that hole there. Both end plates have been wrapped in carbon fiber wrap. It looks a whole lot better than before, and the hole is also now covered. Alright, so that's how it looks with the black screws and the re-wrapped carbon fiber end plate. Looks a lot better. Alright, so I guess the trunk base mounts and these brackets have all been painted, and it looks pretty great. Looks like the legit J's brackets. These used to be silver or metal and now they're black. It's not perfect, like I got some runny spots here, but honestly, like I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. All right, so since I'm installing the J's wing on the car, I bought a new trunk. Well, it's not new, it's used. And I will be replacing my current trunk with this trunk. But first I have to fill in these holes here. So I bought a Bondo patch and some Bondo, and I'll use that to patch this up, and then I can go ahead and drill the holes that I need to install the spoiler. I'm also going to be wrapping this in silver so it matches the car. Alright, so I took the rear taillight off. This will make it easier to wrap and also to do the Bondo. It's just held in by 4 screws. They're accessible right underneath. Alright, just remove the OEM badge. For those who don't know, the older S2000s came with a black badge, whereas the 03 and up came with a silver badge. I'm definitely keeping this one though. Alright, so I've been cutting up these body patches and placing them onto the trunk. I did on this side as well. And I'm going to do it on the inside right here and there. And then once I get this down, I can then put the Bondo plaster on it on the other side. Alright, so the Bondo has been placed, the holes have been filled. Don't make fun of my Bondo, I know it's not that great, first time doing it. Now I'm going to sand it down with an 80 grit and then a 180. And then, yeah, see how it turns out afterwards. Alright, so this is how it looks all sanded down. Going to hit it with some primer and paint spray and then let it dry for maybe 24 hours, and then I can wrap it in some vinyl wrap. Alright, so trunk has been removed and getting ready to install the new trunk. Alright, so we got the other trunk on. The alignment looks okay. Alright, so the holes have been drilled. Not the greatest job, but I test fitted this. I'm gonna install the spoiler just to see how it is, how it fits and how it looks, and then go from there. Alright, so that's how it looks mocked up. The holes are drilled in, everything fits. It looks insane. Freaking love it. So basically next steps are, I'm going to take out the brackets again, paint it with some primer, and then install the CR stuff, and then wrap this in Sebring silver or Avery silver wrap, and then we're basically done. Here I'm drilling the holes for the CR bracing mounts. There are some instructions online, but at the end of the day, you're really just eyeballing where to drill into. This honestly was a bit difficult to do. You really just have to take your time and make sure all the holes are lined up correctly. Since this trunk is a replacement trunk, I wasn't too worried about it. However, if you're drilling into the body of the car, I would definitely measure twice, cut once type thing. All right, getting very close to completion. I just went ahead and primed the holes just to prevent any sort of rust. All right, the CR stoppers are in. And yeah, so it's kind of late today, so I think I'm gonna wait for tomorrow to wrap the trunk. And then once this is wrapped, I can go ahead and just pop the wing on. All right, so I was about halfway done. And then, unfortunately, since this is an older trunk, I got this off of a 2000 S2000. And I don't know, the paint just started chipping pretty badly. And all the paint got stuck to the vinyl. So I only did halfway. And now I sanded this down so it's nice and smooth. I don't think any more chips should pick up. So yeah, I guess I'll continue tomorrow and vinyl this portion here. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get a clean seam. It might either overlap or I might be able to get it right on the edge there. I'm not too sure. I guess we'll find out when I try, but honestly, I don't really care. It's fine. This isn't a show car, so hopefully I can hit the track. All right, so we got this second section all wrapped up. I'm going to use the knifeless tape to cut it. And then I'm going to place this one on top. Well, first I'll cut it, then put another knifeless tape on top, and then place this over it. And that way it can keep a, it could create a nice seam in between these two parts here. All right, so the trunk is fully wrapped up. It is not a great job by any means. Honestly, this is my first time ever wrapping. You know, I did the lip, the Jay's lip, if you see my other video. And then this was basically my second attempt at wrapping. I'm pretty content with how it turned out. I mean, I think eventually I will re-wrap it. But for now, I think I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Once the wing gets on here, I think you won't see much of the imperfections. Like, for example, you can kind of see the Bondo here. But from a distance, it's not too bad. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and mount the brackets up and then toss the spoiler on. Check it out. All right, so everything's been tightened down. I just got to double check that this is the angle I want. Yeah. Vinyl wrap sides look good. Pretty happy with how this looks. All right, so this is it. This is the big reveal with the wing and the Jay's replica lip on. This looks insane. Absolutely love this look here. Jay's wing, well, Jay's replica wing. Can't get over how great this looks. So I know this is a replica wing, but a bit of a ricey thing to do, but I did get some Jay's stickers to put on it. To be fair, before I bought this wing, I was actually going to buy a authentic Jay's wing, but then I ended up canceling on the buyer because the dimensions was smaller. This is a 1600 millimeter. The buyer for the other one had a 1500 millimeter size, and I don't know, I think it looks a bit weird. So see, 16 extends from basically the wheel well to the other wheel well, but a 15 it comes about here to the tail light. So it's a lot smaller, and it was an authentic wing, and I did buy this in anticipation of getting the authentic wing. But since I already bought it, I figured I'd put it on the rep one. So yeah, it looked pretty cool. All right, so the J sticker is on. The wing is 100% complete now. Damn. Like I said, I know it's a bit of a ricey thing to put a J sticker on a replica, but like I said, I ordered this before I even bought this wing. But honestly, I don't care. It looks pretty nice.